What's good, combat sports fans? You already know it's your boy Bando, back with another episode. But this episode feels like a repeated episode, an episode I have put out 1,000 times, it feels like, even though I've never even made 1,000 videos. But you get what I'm saying. I have continuously talked about this topic, and we are talking about McGregor versus Chandler possibly not being a thing once again. Let's get into it. So, like I said, McGregor-Chandler possibility, it might not happen. So Ariel Helwani comes out earlier today. I feel like it's always Ariel's little grimy rat. I don't know. He just seems sneaky. Right? Always having some information or making some false information to get a bunch of views and shit like that. He acts like he doesn't, but we know you do. Either way, McGregor and Chandler has been discussed many times as being something that might not actually end up even happening. But this is the real crappy part. We are in the month when this fight is supposed to happen. We are just a few weeks away from this fight happening, right? And we don't even have a definitive answer if this fight is still on. There is a continuous thing of the UFC posting stuff and then deleting the post when it comes to promoting this fight and stuff like that. So I'm really confused on what's going on with this fight. Now, there was a rumor that McGregor's injured. Since when? Now he's injured. The man's injured every single camp he's in. He always gets injured. He's consistently injured going into the fight, or quote unquote injured going into the fight, almost every single time. So I don't know, man. If this fight doesn't fall through, right? This fight doesn't happen, you might as well just wipe it. Don't even do the fight. Don't even attempt to do the fight. Don't put it together. Don't try to do anything with this fight. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Just let it go. Let this fight go. Let it fade away. If you cannot book it and officially get this shit set, let it go. Let it fade away. Because there's no point. There's no point. You continuously give fans hopes up for the return of McGregor, and the return isn't even going to happen. It's non-existent. And that's definitely not what I want. Right? I want to see Conor McGregor in there. I want to see the best version of Conor McGregor in there. And I want to see him up against Michael Chandler, because Michael Chandler has been waiting, just sitting there waiting, not only for the paycheck, but one of the biggest fights of his career, because of the paycheck, because of the name, because of how many people are going to be in attendance that night. It is massive, and you're headlining a massive card. Of course, the man's been waiting, and the shit might not even happen. They were talking about replacements. You're looking at possibly Alex Pereira versus Yuri Petroska too, which that was being in works for something down the line, like maybe in October or something like that. Like, they were looking down the line with that one. But yeah, it's a great fight. Yeah, it's a massive fight. Yeah, it's big. But it's not what we've been expecting. It's not what we've been sitting back waiting for. And we already technically got this fight once. Yes, Alex Pereira currently is your biggest star in the UFC, no doubt. No doubt in my mind, at least. He's the biggest star in the UFC currently that is active, right? But once McGregor comes back, then that changes. But if someone's going to have to headline a show, you really only have your option as being Alex Pereira to be able to bring it to the same level that McGregor can bring it to. And it's still not going to be brought to that level, right? No matter what, it's not going to be brought to that level. There is a different set of people that come in to see a Conor McGregor fight. You know, it started with just the Irish, right? The Irish people, all of Ireland was coming over to see Conor McGregor fight. Now it's like he's got that Floyd Mayweather-esque type of thing, but the MMA version of it, right? So you're going to see a bunch more celebrities. We see celebrities out there all the time, but you're going to see more celebrities, right? You're going to see more athletes. You're going to see a lot of stuff. So this is a massive thing for the UFC, and you cannot let this fight slip. It's as simple as that. You cannot let this fight slip. If you let this fight slip, like I said, kiss it goodbye. There's no reason to continuously keep trying to make this fight happen if it's just going to keep slipping away. I mean, I know you guys are getting annoyed of it. I'm getting annoyed of it. How are we almost to the fight and we still aren't even 100% on it? We're still not even 100%. That's insane to me. That is absolutely insane to me. There's also been a few other rumors I've been reading. I don't know, man. Instagram comes up. People on Instagram come up with the craziest rumors. So I don't know how many of them are true. They were talking about, first it was Max and Aaliyah to fight at the Sphere. Awesome. Love that fight. Now there's a whole other thing that because Dana said he wants the BMF belt defended in the Sphere, people were saying Max versus Charles, which I love the fight, but it makes no sense for a BMF matchup. Charles is my boy. Charles ain't no BMF though. Charles is just a GMF. He's a good motherfucker. He's talented. He's skilled. That's it. He's not like a scrappy type of guy. He's not somebody who's been in a bunch of wars and had like dope fights like Max Holloway or Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier or Nate Diaz. Like all the people that have fought for this BMF belt have had exciting fights, and they got that dog in them, right? Charles got that dog in him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, because I mean that's my boy. You know that. You know I fucks with Charles, but at the same time, like that's not what I want to see him fight for. I want to see him get a win that makes sense, puts him back in contention for a title. That's all I want to see. But who knows? You never know with these rumors on Instagram. People just make shit up, bro. People just talk about random shit. What are you just talking about? You're always talking about something stupid. And Dana White too just talks. Dana White needs to stop going on podcasts. He just brings up stupid shit. He lies. He gets people excited for nothing. Stop going on podcasts, Dana. No, let's see. We just got an update. Let's see what happened. Oh, nothing. They're talking about Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva in a boxing match. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that about a bitch? At least it's two 50-year-olds fighting, each other instead of a 50-year-old fighting a 25-year-old, 26-year-old. That makes sense. It's valid. It's valid. Guys who got some history, just putting on a show for fun. It's going to look probably real bad, but putting on a show for fun. You already know who I'm rocking with. Anderson the Spider Silva. You already know. Chael Sonnen, though. Chael Sonnen. He's the American gangster, dude. The baddest dude from Westland, Oregon. It's Chael P. It's Uncle Chael. But he still can't beat Anderson. He still can't beat Anderson. But they're probably both going to be on some sort of juicy juice. So good for them. They can both come into this fight with a little bit of extra oomph behind them, Chael did it once, couldn't get the job done. I'm rubbing it in now. I remember that fight. I'll never forget that fight. I was watching that fight sick. Chael was beating his ass the whole fight. 4.5 rounds of just absolutely embarrassing Anderson. Beating him on the feet, beating him on the ground. Anderson throws up the triangle choke and gets it. Quick finish. Tap, tap. Fight's over. Chael only thought that the round was ending. You know how that goes. But yeah, either way, that's it for this episode. I just had to come through and talk about this UFC 303 main event because this is really, really, really getting annoying now. Like, get this shit together. Confirm that we're going to have this matchup. If not, find us something that's huge. Find a huge matchup. Get us something decent and move on from the McGregor-Chandler shit. Get Chandler an actual fight against somebody who's active. Type shit. This is a wild fight. I know this wouldn't make no sense right now, but I would love to see Alexander Volkanovski and Michael Chandler. I feel like that fight would be so fun. But that's it. Like I said, that's it for this episode. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification button so you know when the next episode is out. And that is when you will see me, is on that next episode. Your boy Bando's out. Peace.